Podcast. You've come to the right place at the right time.
We'll see.
Welcome. I am your excited GM, John Swan, and I'm joined by my fantabulous, wonderful friends here at the table. We got William Garrett, Kelly Gilliam, Kevin Decker, and Vinnie Rodriguez. That was a good thing. I love that all you waved, and none of our audio listeners knew.
We're still
that was
audio.
great.
Yeah,
it was good.
Hello. Hi, everyone at home.
Hey.
Watch us on YouTube or Twitch.
Yeah. Okay, so we are in the December month. We're in the closing of the year.
That's right.
We got all the holidays have started, are about to start. The New Year's about to be here. How are we feeling? What's up? Anybody got any excited expectations for next year? Got something you're looking forward to, or are you just kind of like, nah, it's cool. It's just time passing. I don't really care.
I hate the holidays, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
As it stands right now, I'm going to be traveling a lot over the next couple months, I believe. So I'm going to be doing some remote episodes. Where has yet to be determined, but I'll be buying tickets soon. It's been a busy year for me. I'm really happy that it's over because I have some other responsibilities that I'm wrapping up now. And I'm happy to be able to spend more time with Will Safe. I'm so glad. You have no idea.
You're very glad.
Yeah.
Can this be a GeoGuessr game where you just leave little clues of where?
Yeah, all right, we could do something like that. Yeah.
Right?
Maybe in the background I'll leave some random clue.
Like a Will Save sticker, or like a
Or like a skyscraper will have the Will Save logo. I paid $7 million to show that on
I thought you were just gonna drop a fact about your location each week on the show. I didn't realize you were gonna go to the extent of billboards and
paying for advertising across the world.
And corrupt politicians in third world countries. Yeah. Do weird shit for us.
You know how in Rockefeller on New Year's they just dump confetti from the roofs? It's just Kelly dumping Will Save stickers from whatever skyscraper he can get access to.
Yeah, that's it. Or dumping a bunch of the dice towers that Will has.
I don't know how this would help anyone figure out where it is, but it'll be fun to do.
It wouldn't at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. What about anyone else? All right.
I haven't really thought ahead to next year.
Okay, we'll do it now.
I know. Now I think, I just want to survive it. That's all.
Yeah, I'm in
water.
retrospect.
That's the goals for 2024.
Survive it, baby. Sorry, Vinnie. What's up?
We talked about New Year's resolutions and what we wanted to focus on this year in an episode past.
Oh yeah,
and mine was saying no to things, and I've just failed tragically at that. So I'm tired. I'm gonna start saying no to things, and I'm gonna be happy about it.
So you're saying that the willing could ask you for outrageous requests and you would fulfill them? Is that what we're hearing?
I'm saying they could have done that.
Yeah.
They could have done that.
You got 11 days.
You have 10 days.
Oh,
left.
come on. You failed the last year. You sure? You're going to...
This ship has sailed. Yeah.
It's gone.
Send me your outrageous requests. Help me practice my no.
You can send outrageous requests on our Discord by going to discord.willsavethepodcast.com.
Yeah, and then do at Vinnie Rodriguez. Or
we
he
might.
does. I think that's his name.
Yeah.
If they're legendary enough, we'll convince Vinnie to do it.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
Because he'll be down.
I'll let you guys be my Greek chorus and just tell me whether or not I should do it. Give me the facts.
Yeah. Well, also props to you for remembering what you said.
Yeah, I don't have a
last
clue
year. Yeah. I don't know what I said.
Yeah.
If you remember, please hit us on the Discord and let us know we failed on it.
Let us know. Yeah.
Do you guys
Discord.willsavethepodcast.com.
There it is. Will, you got anything going on in that eternal brain?
Mostly, I don't know, man. I got so
Does
much
the passage
going on.
of time affect you?
Sorry?
Does the passage of time affect you?
Yeah, it does. I mean,
Oh, wow.
the longer that I stay temporarily linked to this time, the more it ages me. It's only when I'm, asleep or non-temporally linked to our timeline. That's when I don't age. But if I'm in the timeline, I age.
Are you like Doctor Who, where you like assume different forms and genders? And
I don't know,
races and
man.
Whatever. Like,
I don't know how it works.
okay.
So like, is the gray like Rogaine? Do you have to do that if you like the longer you spend in the timeline, you have to like turn your hair gray or like
Just to convince us.
yeah.
Well, they say
to sell
gray is actually linked to stress. I found out, and you can actually reverse your hair coloring through.
Really?
Yeah, and I mean, look it up, man. Somebody studied it and convinced somebody else to say that they could ungray their hair somehow.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm gonna meditate more probably.
Yeah,
2024. Maybe get rid of some of these grays.
Good luck.
Yeah, I had 3 or 4 pop up on my head this year, and I was like, oh my god. They're the only ones I have.
You're like,
I
that's
really
it.
hope they go away because the stress is going down, hopefully. But yeah. Or they're like clear. It's kind of weird. I don't know what they are. Yeah.
Well, may 2024 be what we all want it to be. I hope that I get a chance to have some more fun sessions with you all. Truthfully, I would
We
love
can make that. That's an easy one.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll definitely.
Sweet. Unless Vinnie
I
says
will
no.
check my calendar.
Hey, Vinny, can we play this week? No.
Yeah. And we'll schedule it around your meditation, Will.
Yeah, great.
Perfect.
So, yeah. That's
Just
good.
make sure you send it on Discord and not by text because he won't reply.
I mean, no,
So just
no, I
say-
can't do that. 10 days. I got 10 days, guys.
No,
I got
you
10
need
days.
to practice later.
We got to plan our entire schedule of 2024
now in 10 days, so
Vinny will
he
still
doesn't
say
say no. That's good. That's good. All right, let's
Kevin-
play.
wait,
I
Kevin
am
didn't
not
go.
gonna lie.
Hold on.
I did. I
Kevin.
said I hope to survive.
He did go.
That's stupid.
It's pretty fair. I hope that I'm still alive
thought
at the
you
end
said-
of it,
I
and
thought you
that
said more than-
I have my job
That's-
and you guys and my family.
I want you to thrive.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. I'm done.
I want all of you to thrive. Kelly, I appreciate you looking out. You know, it's good.
Do you see
Oh,
this?
yeah, what is that,
It's a will
Kelly?
save mug.
Yeah.
Everyone at home, if you're
What
not,
is
if you're
being
just on
shown?
audio, screw you. Nah, we'll describe
I'm
it.
gonna-
All right, so
Wow.
it's a mug that has "Will Save the Podcast," our beautiful, like, Pyramid of Giza status, like, background with the stars, and then on the other side it says, "Coffee coming soon to an internet browser near you / mobile phone."
It
So-
doesn't say that, but it should say that whole phrase. That was
It,
good.
it says
should.
coffee,
Yeah.
and it has a little like heart, and it's KO-FI, because we're developing
Yeah.
our coffee, which will be released at some point,
Or it's already
hopefully very soon.
Yeah,
or it could be already released. by
or
then.
it's already out, and at that point, maybe you can go get one of those mugs for you know whichever your dominant hand is. That's fine. You
There'll
Yeah,
be
this is
some
real
little
convenient 'cause
surprises
I'm gonna
for you.
stop advertising for Dr. Pepper and pour it into my
Oh,
mug.
we can't do that
Oh,
though,
yeah.
because then we'll lose our DP.
No, they have to
DRP
piss.
sponsorship.
Actually,
I really want to
Like
get
now.
some of that. If you have some flaming hot Dr. Pepper, if you are a Dr. Pepper
Oh, the
rewards
flaming
member,
hot. Yes.
I really want somebody to send us a flaming hot Dr. Pepper and make Kevin drink it so we can video it
What-
and put it on our
Is it
social.
the
That's gonna
soda?
send it
The
to.
soda is the
Yeah.
flaming hot. I will do that.
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
try.
I mean, that's got TikTok written all over it.
Yeah.
It does.
I really want that flaming. I want to try it myself as well, but
Right.
Same.
But I really want Kevin to try it. Not
Should we?
for any selfish or comedic reasons whatsoever.
It's actually part of the meditation. Is
if we can get our
That's
hands on
how
that,
you
I
cleanse.
will
Kev
do
drink.
that. Yeah.
You manifesting Dr. Pepper
Okay.
into Kevin's hands, yeah.
Yeah.
But then I'm going to
Yeah.
document everything that happens to my body for the next 24 hours after that. And
You survived worse,
Okay.
man. You are a real life
Yeah.
cyborg at this point.
I've I've been
he has
watching a
space,
lot
he has
of like Naked and Afraid, and that's all I could picture when you said I'm going to document everything over the next 24
It's
hours.
just you and a handheld camcorder out in the wilds of Maryland, just totally naked. But like your home's right behind you, and you're trying to sleep outside.
It's that
By the
bad. I
way,
just blacked
it's not
out whenever I
flaming
get
hot Dr.
spice.
Pepper. It's hot take.
Hot take.
take.
Thank you for that correction because I googled it and I didn't see it. I didn't see
Dr.
it.
Pepper hot.
Hot take. Dr. Pepper.
Nice.
What's in it,
take.
like cinnamon
Cool.
or something?
Dude.
No, dude, spicy
It's
peppers, bro.
23 flavors.
Really? I want to try that.
Taking a bold, spicy flavors of Dr. Pepper everyone knows and loves.
I would
and
do it.
Honoring
I would do it.
the sport
do it.
of all of the hot takes that come with college football fandom.
And now the Houston Chronicle won't let me read the article because I'm not subscribed to them. Thanks.
Terrible.
Why
Houston
would you
Chronicle.
be subscribed to the Houston Chronicle?
Why would
I don't know.
anyone subscribe to the
Why
Houston
would
Chronicle?
anyone?
And the hating on American cities continues.
It continues.
You
Episode
hot, sweaty
after episode.
nonsense with a space center. You want to
don't-
be.
don't-
What do you
Don't
have?
piss off
Rice?
Texas, because they have enough people where it will be a real problem. All right. We have to have some states that are off limits. Texas, New York. I know we fucked on Florida a lot, but like Florida and California, we can't.
My
mess
dad
with
went
these
to
Which,
Rice.
like,
or Massachusetts, or you know.
I feel like we have latitude to shit on Florida and California because like that's where we
Oh,
are.
we live there.
Yeah.
that's-
You know, you can poke fun at your own, but Texas is not a.
Don't mess with Texas.
Yeah, don't mess with
Yeah.
Texas.
I'll mess with Houston.
Well,
I mean, if you say don't do something, it's just encouraging me to do it.
I'll
That's
mess
all I'm
with
saying.
Houston. I won't mess
Oh,
with
so
it's
that's how we'll
chaotic.
get Vinny to do
because
something.
Kevin
It's
is
like
chaotic
we'll say,
evil.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
telling
Kevin
there.
Chaos Monkey Decker.
I've been to El
that's right.
Paso.
Yeah,
that's it.
I've been all around Texas.
Vinny, make sure you don't
been there
fuck with
before.
Texas, and he's gonna say no. Perfect.
Or he'll say, I'll do it. All right, let's get started. Let's play. I am very excited because we got a little something special for y'all today. Let's start with a recap, as we do. Last episode, we wrapped with these questions from the stewards as you all are in day one, let's call it, of your time at Tiercala Base, sitting down with Dr. Nodens and Silverton, answering some questions in the morning. Heerz, you went through, asked all the questions, you didn't provide any blood. Dr. OK, great conversation with Dr. Nodens. Really just a pleasant time. Good time. Also didn't provide any blood. Silverton's asking for Rick, the final interview here. A little debrief. And you all are like, hey, hold up. We got some things to talk about. And through some let's say disagreeing voices, some of you are ready to jump on this feeling in the back of your head that something is not right. And some of you are like, you know what? It's probably fine. But Rick says, I trust the stewards. I'm going to go. You all are trying your best to get a chaperone. And the stewards have said, nope, we're not going to do it. So clever you all. You're like, hey, why don't we have Bernice go? That's fine. Totally fine. Come on in. So you go back behind the door. Rick and Bernice enter into the medical chambers. And we'll move on the map over to Tiercala's base. Because it's at this time that Rick is in the room with Silverton and Dr. Nodens. Silverton, Rick, has gone ahead and started doing their physical exam on you. And I want to highlight something here, because in the background, Dr. OK, your chemalizer, bing, 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 bing. You got an alert. Do you remember what it said?
I believe it said that our android friend has some nanocytes that are in his blood, as well as some Yosoki DNA. Is that correct?
That is.
Peculiar, nonetheless.
Nice peculiar.
Peculiar, nonetheless. So let's cut back to Rick and Silverton. Dr. Nodes. I just added so much crap to my OneNote. Is typing away. Silverton is hitting on your knee, shining a light in your ear, checking out some vitals, maybe hooking you up, trying to pull some data out.
Just connects to him.
Yeah.
Download everything.
Oh, darn, your USB-C. Let me get an adapter. And
By now, USB-C is pretty universal, I would imagine.
that's true. It's probably like, yeah.
It'd be like,
Or-
what is this USB
Z.
B?
Or,
Z.
right. Or is it like
Y?
a mini USB in 2023?
Yeah.
yeah. Amazing. Rick, what are you thinking? You are the last of your crew to be walking into this. You've been prepped. You've been told about all their experiences. Bernice is there with you. How are you feeling?
I think overall, Rick feels very comfortable. Like I said over and over again, he trusts the stewards. He has no reason not to. He's a little offset by being in like a hospital room, but like he understands that. But there is this like sense of concern that the others have, and he hasn't forgotten that. And so, as much as he is comfortable and trusts the situation, I think he is he's trying to be observant and trying to understand what Dr. OK and Colin were telling him and warning him about. Heerz said the same, but like he didn't feel as confident that there was something going on. So yeah, Rick is just kind of keeping an eye out for anything that's off. Can I roll a perception for that?
Sure. Give me a perception.
I don't think it's gonna tell me anything, but I'm gonna try it. Hold on. Perception's a +7. 14 total.
14 total. Okay.
Middling roll. You never know what's going to
Yeah.
give you.
I imagine that your consciousness is focused on what's around you. You're a little on alert. Some part of you is still thinking about the fact that you couldn't reach the android abolitionist front.
Yeah, that's on the back of his mind for sure.
And as you start thinking about that, you look over. And I feel like the floor with its yellow circular ring, it just starts to reflect a lot of light. It's almost like you can hear the glare coming off the cold of the room. Silverton reaches over and, excuse me, just kind of brings your eye back up. Just need to look in your, starts to move the flashlight over your eyes. And there's something about the way that the light comes into your face. You almost feel it. There's a warmth. There's a white flash. And you forget that you are in Tirkala space. I want you guys, if you would like to, I invite you to close your eyes.
My heart is pounding right now. I don't know what to think of any of this. All right. My eyes are closed. Because our listeners can't see if our eyes are closed or not. So
The white fades away. And we're looking at an emotionless white tile floor. reflecting the cold lights recessed in the ceiling above. The camera pans up. We start to see a rather long, large hallway with 4 sterile medical bays along it. You can just barely make out 4 long metal, apathetic tables, equally and deliberately placed in the center of each bay. Scores of uncaring instruments lay in glass cabinets and on small podiums ready to speak, ready to work. Next to each table eagerly stands this long, pliable rod with flexible connections at either end, and it's just stuck in the floor and sticking straight up right next to the table. As we listen, we start to hear the faintest, unusual sound. And I encourage you to open your eyes and check out what we have here on Foundry. We hear the sound of laughter, a little friendship, growing louder and louder until the only door at the end of the hallway opens. And who walks in but at the front, a kitsune, a fox species, dressed in a crisp white lab coat, followed by a Hilki, an android, and 2 Yosokis, all dressed in patient garb. And behind all of you walks in this young Yosoki female, dressed in, kitsune, thank you, dressed in sharp officer dress and wearing the collected demeanor of leadership. As she walks in, 3 Yosoki nurses, 4, walk in and then quietly shut the door. You all walk down the hallway. You're looking around. You can see as the Yosoki officer walks up to the front of the group, standing next to the kitsune. And as she strolls by, she's looking at each of you and then turns. And as she turns, you see a label, fresh, newly applied to the uniform. It's 4 stars and the words ST, or the letters STARS, patched, bio-weaved into the coat. The kitsune speaks up first. So, please, let's see, take a seat on your table. You look like you are all dressed accordingly. Here, and then she starts to walk each of you to a bay where she would like you to sit down on the table. Will, as one of the Yosoki nurses is walking you to the furthest table from the room, the furthest bay, who do we see walking there, and what are they thinking?
Are we speaking about a Hilki by the name of Kara Valtara?
I believe we are.
Yeah, well, we see a average height human female, deep red skin, as common with Hilki. She's dressed in some pretty snazzy Defrex hide armor. She's got
Nice.
some like breaching charges and some different some equipment for basically like she's kind of dressed like, she looks like like almost like a beat cop, but a little bit more I don't know, like grungier. She's like covered in, she's got a little bit of red dirt on her clothing, and she's like kind of eager for this whatever's about to go down. She's a little nervous, but she knows she trusts that it's probably part of her advancing in law enforcement.
Nice. I like that. Fresh, literally off the street, off the beat, come right in. One of the Yosoki nurses takes some patient clothes and just lays them on the table for you to change into, and then gives you kind of a nice, reassuring smile.
Thank you.
And walks out. Yeah, of course. You're welcome. I'll be right back, okay? And then slides the glass, and the glass frosts, allowing you some privacy to change. Kelly, a Yosoki nurse is walking you to the second medical bay. Who do we see, and what are they thinking?
Am I in uniform at this point, though?
You are in whatever you would like to be in.
Okay. Well, you see a Yosoki clattering along the floor. You hear this claws go click, 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 click as he goes down the hallway. You see, like, the trail of cigar smoke just, like, in the camera view. You don't see him yet. And then you pan to the right, and you see it sticking out of a fuzzy little maw. And boom, walks down the hallway. He takes out his cigar, puts it out on the floor. He has no respect for this place, but he has respect for his job. And he is off of his an assignment where he helped disarm some explosives very successfully, as he always has done. And he gives like a light wink at the Yosoki nurse. All right, where do you want me, eh?
If you could just go ahead and put your stuff over on that chair there. And here are the clothes. Put them down on the table. And I'll give you a little privacy. Is there anything else that you need?
That's all right, thank you. I will call you if need. You see, like, on the floor clatter a bunch of grenades and other, like,
Super
wires
loud.
and things like this. A huge gun that's, like, the size of his body, he, like, puts on the floor. And he puts on these clothes.
Level 20 Venom Caster.
Yeah.
For me and Venom Caster.
Oh, it's a level 20 machine gun. Thank you very much. And
Amazing.
But the cigar is still in his mouth
Of course.
as he changes.
Okay. The Yosoki closes the glass. Frosted. You have the privacy to change and wait on the table. Kevin,
Yeah.
who do we see following the third Yosoki nurse into the third medical bay?
You see a normal-sized, dark brown Yosoki. He looks fairly young, I guess. No gray hairs or anything. But he's got a confident step, but he's got a nervous look. If that makes sense.
Okay. Here, if you'll just put everything over in that chair. Do you have a lot with you?
No, ma'am. I don't have anything.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you can just change here. Should only be a few minutes, and then we'll be ready.
Copy. Thank you, ma'am.
Glass frost. And finally, Vinnie. The Yosoki nurse leads you up a slight ramp into this medical bay. Who do we see? What are they thinking?
You see a rather large android. He is his name is Miko. He's thinking another day in the office. Give me a task. We'll see to it. Get in, get out, get done. Business straight up and down. All right. All right there. Where two toots?
Yeah, so if you don't mind, here are the clothes that you'll just need to change into. And
Yeah.
anything else that you have, you can put on that chair over there.
All right. And you see him like start to strip off his shirt, and you see like battle scars underneath.
That's cool.
It will be just a few minutes, and then we'll be ready. Let us know if you need anything.
Yep.
Steps out. Pat, 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 pat. Frosted glass. We fast forward a few minutes. There's a knock on each of your windows just to confirm that you're ready. And a display appears in the corner. You didn't see it there before. It looks like a projection. And you see the kitsune's face. There's a brief pause and then a warm smile on their red and white face. I am Dr. Fevrox, and I will be overseeing your final injections today. I have to say, you have taken an incredible, and I know at times difficult journey, and I just have to commend you all on your constitutions. The acceptance of nanocytes into a living body is not always easy and can sometimes be fraught with issues, but the four of you have been exemplary. So thank you. Now, I do have to warn you, today's injection will be the highest quantity, and it could be a little distressing to your system. Do not worry. We are here. You have your own personal nurse. I will be here, and you have the entire ability of the facility here, so you will be in good hands. She pauses, kind of giving you each time to let that sink in. Any thoughts that anyone wants to share?
Kara takes a deep breath.
Migo, I mean, he's stone-faced. This isn't anything more intense than he's seen before.
Now, a word from somebody that you know very well. Dr. Fevrox leaves the screen, and then the camera points down a little bit, and a Yosoki, the sharply dressed Yosoki with the stars patch, walks in. There's a smile on her face, and she says, I'll begin by saying that I am proud of each and every one of you. The steps that you have taken will lead us to a safer morrow and a better tomorrow. So, as your Commander Bolt and also as your friend Bolt, I am here for you. Don't forget, I know I've had conversations with each of you about this process. I know that you're well aware, but if you have any other questions, let me know now or afterwards. I am here for you. Your families and your friends, whoever you have requested to be here, are just outside. I will be with them, and we'll all be waiting there whenever it's over. Okay? When you see Commander Bolt and you hear this, they have been the link for you. They were your first contact for you as you decided to investigate and join this STARS group. So their words feel, or hopefully, as she hopes, should feel reassuring at being a familiar voice before you take your final step to being a member of the newly minted STARS group.
Have you defined stars yet?
I
Does
have
this
not
acronym
defined stars
mean?
yet.
Is that intentional?
Is that intentional?
All things are
no,
intentional.
it is not.
Oh, okay.
It is
Never mind.
Special Tactics and Raid Squadron. We'll get more into what that means in just a minute. Dr. Fevrox walks back. You see her body, and then the camera zooms up as the AI corrects it. She nods immediately, and the four of you feel the cold as now no one is in the room until the door opens and the Yosoki nurses walk in ready, immediately carrying tools and medical implements, laying them down, and then one hand is on your shoulder, gently asking each of you to lie down. There's a cold sensation as part of your patient's gown is lifted on your right or left side, whichever you've indicated, as they begin to apply this antiseptic. Their hands are quick and efficient, but gentle. After a few minutes of some sterilization and waiting for the antiseptic to numb, they walk over, and your mind is thinking of other things. You don't think that there's anything happening until you look over and you see that your skin is cut 1 inch, 2 inches, 3 inches. There's no pain. You don't feel anything until you hear the of the hose bending around your head, and if you can stomach it, seeing it slide into the 3-inch aperture in the side of your body. And then it feels real as you feel the pressure and the odd sensation of a foreign object pushing into your body against what you think must be bone or an organ. And there's a quick as both sides of the cut are sutured quickly to allow the hose to stay in. And there's the reality of the situation hits you as you begin to feel a warmth. And the nurse says, "Officer Valtara, do you consent to receive nanobots for the purpose of serving the STARS unit?"
Yes.
Officer Boom, do you consent to receiving nanobots for the purpose of serving the STARS unit?
Da.
Officer Remy, do you consent to receive nanobots for the purpose of serving the STARS unit?
I think he takes just half a second too long. And then he says, "I do."
Officer Miko, do you consent to receive nanobots for the purpose of serving the STARS unit?
Migo puts his hands behind his head and leans way back. Short tits.
There's a sound as there's a motor far away unleashing nanobots, and there's a feeling of the tube starting to shake as you can see the nanobots come down the tube, and there's a whooshing sound that slowly grows louder until it begins to resonate in your body as that warm sensation becomes a little hot. It feels like part of you is starting to dissolve and get stronger at the same time. I need each of you to give me a fortitude roll.
All right.
Well, damn, John, we started with the rolls early.
We are starting with the rolls early. Yes, we are.
24.
24.
It's a natural 20 for 27.
Natural 20 for 27.
Is that 13 for Remy?
13.
24.
24. Okay.
I love when the dice tell the story.
I really do. Kara. It's Kara, not Kara, right? It's Kara?
Yeah, Kara Valtara. Nice.
Kara Valtara.
Rhymes.
Rhymes. Loves it. Love it. Love it. Kara, for a second, it feels like that heat will overtake you, and you very easily, maybe through some meditation, are able to focus your mind and keep with it. And you are just focusing on the sounds around you. Boom. Similarly, you are able to push through that pain. Migo, this is nothing. You've already put your arms back. They don't leave behind your head. There's pain, but you've been in more intense burning pain for longer. And Remy, Officer Remy Cecil, the white of the room overtakes your senses as the feeling of heat, of course it's Kev, can't stand the heat, as this feeling overtakes you, and you pass out.
Oh my god.
And we see the words, "We'll save the mini venture," come right across the screen, followed by 1 year later. I will take this moment before we start there to say welcome to you four and to our listeners to We'll Save the Mini Venture, a homebrew. I don't want to call it one shot. I don't want to call it a one book story. It's a lot less than that, but it's going to be a wonderful, good time telling, well, you'll see. Very interesting story indeed.
Welcome to the mini venture.
Welcome
Venture.
to the mini venture.
Hopefully it won't.
Okay,
take
you
a
all
year.
are on. Hopefully it won't take 52 episodes.
Oh my god, no. Yeah. John wrote this. This is all John's creation, by the way, so I think he has the ability to cut us short from like going on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever.
That's true.
Congrats,
That's
John.
Thanks. Let's jump back to it as we got this nice ambiance going in the background of some people talking and some music. And let's come back as I bring my OneNote back up. Let's come back to the sound of laughter and music filling your ears. Let me know. The sun comes through as in the distance you can see that you are quite high up the Morrow Cliffs. You can almost see the edge above, meaning that you are in a pretty good part of town, the Acatonian Museum of History. The sun comes in the colors of red, orange, and yellow. And you can tell that there's the museum has been decorated especially in bright brown, oranges, yellows, as is custom on the day of Solar's Edge, the last day that the sun will dip below Morrow's surface for a month. The museum is otherwise as fashionably appointed, so tasteful all throughout, as a testament to this growing appreciation and movement for Akiton's past. This is probably, at least 150, 200 feet by 100 feet. And as y'all were saying earlier, there are bones of animals. There's flora, fauna. There does appear to be a spaceship. And you all are at the... Oh, what's it called? Yeah, that's right. The Ringworks Rings to Life auction for charity, where you all will be. You understand that in your growing success as the Stars team for the past year, you will get a bit of recognition. And with that, I will say that there are a good amount of people around. Some of them are all dressed in more corporate wear. Some seem to be some creatives. They've tried to pull a lot of people from the community to come celebrate. And there are a couple. There's tables for auctions. There's some local celebrities here. There's some swag. There's some food. There's an open bar. It's a pretty good time. And I want to ask you as I unpause the game, and I will let you put yourself where I think you would be as we come into this scene. So I'm going to unpause. Kara, where would you be as we come in?
Kara would be as uncomfortable with this as possible. She detests these sort of sycophantic social situations of people pleasers and things like that. She's very into her work and the safety of Morrow, and doesn't want to be distracted or compromise her integrity in any way. So she would just be quietly observing, nodding politely, and not like opening her mouth. Like she's not drinking, she's not doing anything.
Okay. Maybe you're walking around and reading some of the, signage on the exhibits.
I think she would just be
doing anything.
standing in the corner, people watching.
Oh, Okay, that is even better. Even better. Okay, fantastic. Just people watching. Feel free to place yourself where in whichever corner you would like to be standing in.
Is there like, are we getting recognized? Is that what's going on?
That is part of why you have been asked to come today, is that you understand that there's going to be some recognition for your success.
Is there like a stage?
There is, up at the top of the
This thing?
screen, there are a couple flights of stairs, all leading up to one stage that overlooks the entire city from there.
And who's this person behind us?
So you all are standing, if you're currently standing in this upper left corner, there is...
It's like the entrance right here?
Yeah, so there are 6 entrances to the whole place.
Yeah.
And they're both on there's 3 on the left and 3 on the right.
Yeah.
There are 3 kind of short hallways that you can walk through. And right behind you, next to this large exhibit of like green and purple plants that are curling around that look like they could just gobble you up, but they're behind glass, so it's fine. Next to them is a Hilke in a wheelchair who seems to be monitoring all the AV. You can tell that they are moving around. Sometimes they'll have a little iPad. They're going back. They're checking lighting. They're making sure that everything's good and otherwise relaxing. Kev, what is... Should I say Cecil or should I say Remy? Your name's Cecil Remy.
I go by Cecil to my friends.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, so where would you be? What would you be up to?
Well, I'm trying to think. Like, I don't. It looks like there's food down at the bottom. But
There is food.
Cecil, like, I think he'd probably walk in with the group and would just say like,
Yeah.
I've never been to anything like this. Like, I've always lived at the very bottom of Morrow. Like, there's no way my family would ever. I wish I could bring my family here. My kids would love this place. And I think he would kind of just hang out with the group as they dispersed.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like Kara's staying up there, hanging out.
I think he would have probably followed the other guys. She's just gonna stand in the corner.
Okay. What about Boom? What are you doing? You hanging out with Kara? You walking with Cecil? Sorry, not Boom. I meant to say Migo. Getting used to these new names.
Yeah. Migo, I think, is in because this seems like a semi-formal event. Like, you'll see folks in their dress blues and suits and ties. I think Migo is in like his normal workwear, and he's just put like a tie on.
Okay. Love it.
He's studied up on the rules of like these social engagements, so he's got his 2 drink tickets and he's ready to drink a light beer. And he's probably never been to this museum before, so he's roaming around and taking in the sights, but really this is just a necessary evil in getting his work done.
Got
Like
it.
they tell him where to be and what to do, and this is just part of that.
Yeah. Okay. What about Boom? Are you back on Foundry?
Boom is almost there.
And
By his full name is Vladislav Mauskevitz, by the way.
Vladislav
but his-
Mauskevitz.
His
Amazing.
birth name is Boom for sure.
Oh, okay. So his birth name is Boom, but he goes by...
Well, no, he goes by
nickname is-
Boom to you guys.
Yeah.
Like, no, you guys are fine.
Yeah. Okay.
You're cool. You check out for Boom.
Yeah. Love it. Yeah, I mean, you all have been successful as a group, the 4 of you, the first iteration of the Stars group. You've been successful for the past year, so you've definitely developed your own camaraderie.
Well, Boom basically is like, he, with the cigar in his mouth, like looks at the alcohol and he's like, it's poison. But then, like, he doesn't like drink alcohol. It's not really good for you. And then
love
he
it.
like, puffs his way
vodka.
over to the giant dinosaur. Yeah.
Yeah, to
And
the
then just
large.
kind of like,
Yeah.
kind of like, puffs, looks at it and like nods. Respect for this large dead beast. And just kind of like waits for the action to start.
Okay. You're waiting for the programming to start. I like it. And I see...
I think after hearing that, I'm going to stick with Migos.
Okay.
Migos.
Yeah.
Does
Kara.
Does Kara see anyone she recognizes?
Great question. You do, actually. You see standing on the other side, on the right side of this large dinosaur between the starship and what appears to be the wreckage of some larger vessel, you see the familiar side profile of Commander Bolt reading one of the descriptions of the starship.
So this one's Commander Bolt, not
No,
this one.
Lua.
this is
know who
Commander
Lua is,
Bolt
though.
down here.
Yep. Commander Bolt is on the west side of the room. There's another character near the middle that we have yet to identify.
Yeah. Do you walk up to Commander Boom, or are you just trying to see? You trying to take notice?
I'm just taking notice. of Who's in the
Taking
room.
notice. Okay. Cecil and Migo, you're talking, and then you hear this.
Hey, how are you guys? Hey.
And you look down, and you see a Raxolite. And it's your pal,
God.
Lieutenant Lua, who is here from out of town, but very happy to see you.
Hey, how have you been?
Hello, Lieutenant.
Oh, hey, Boom, I didn't see you over there. Come on over here, Boom. Come on.
Boom makes his way over.
Okay.
Long time no see.
Migo turns to him but says nothing.
Don't
she-
don't mind amigo. This is kind of in her head today.
He has always just been the kindest, sweetest soul. Never says a word, so that's okay. That's all good. Boom, how have you been? It's just so good to see you. I hope you're enjoying the new weapon that I got you.
Oh yeah, it is very big. Sold many around. I am very excited for it, and I can't wait to put it to use. So thank you, Lieutenant. As
That's
always.
exactly what I got on the order too. Was this big and round, and I knew it was perfect for you. So it's great. Good.
You know that Lieutenant Lua is was with you for the first 6 months and then has moved to another city, but is still in charge of a lot of the supply and a lot of the weapons throughout this region, and then in particular Morrow. And she's come back in town for this. Rick.
Oh, she's the child.
sorry,
That's cute.
Cecil.
Rick.
Yeah. Old habits die hard. Yeah. So you start talking to Lua. Kara is still hanging off in the corner. I think at some point Commander Bolt walks over to you, Kara, and just walks up and says,
Oh, hello, Commander.
These aren't really your functions either, huh?
Not exactly, no.
Yep. I understand that. Just part of what we gotta do.
Yeah, I'm here to fulfill whatever duties are necessary, but I'm not very comfortable in these sort of situations.
Sure. Yeah. No, I get it. Well, look, from my understanding, should be pretty quick. They're gonna have their corporate speeches like they do, and we'll just need to stand and wave, and you all be the incredible people that you are, and then we'll move back to protecting Morrow. That being said, I don't know. It might be of interest to you. There are some pretty great items on the auction here. I mean, not that we're going for them, but it's pretty neat to see up close.
What exactly do you have in mind?
Well, it looks like there is some sort of a weapon that's like a pre-gap. There is, I think, some technology that comes from, if I remember, from a battle with the Swarm that they're auctioning off. I believe there's a radar that was one of the first to detect the Swarm, actually. Just some neat stuff that I thought that you might be interested in. But
Yeah, I could check
I'll-
that out if you think it'd be good to check out.
sure.
Where
yeah,
is it?
Yeah. It's actually in the second hallway. It's up to you.
It's all good. It's in the second row past the large dinosaur. She points off to somewhere in the distance that you
Over
don't
here?
really know where it is. Yeah. Where there are 8 tables laid out. And then she also walks over to talk with Cecil and Migo and Boom and Lua and just check in with you all and see how things are going. As you're talking, is there anything that anybody wants to kind of do or explore in terms of like food? You do know that, like I said, there's swag, there's this auction stuff that you can look at, there's a guessing game, and there's also just exploration of these different things in the museum. So feel free.
What kind of swag are we talking?
Explain swag, yeah.
Dude, it is both Gold Vein Census swag, who you know, again, Gold Vein Census is the larger group that Stars is a part of. Gold Vein Census itself actually controls, it's a network of Abadar and temples that authenticates good, notarizes deals, encourages a lot of economic growth. They're a big player. So they have swag. Ringworks Industries, who were the individuals who helped come in, sponsor, set up the Stars program. They were kind of the financiers. They helped be on board. They have a lot of swag. And it's like good quality swag. Like they have sent you some good water bottles, some good shirts, some good hats, things that maybe friends or family. Also maybe a couple like data pad holders, you know, a couple of like cred stick, you know, like new cred stick holders that allow faster transaction times, things like that.
I'm gonna go grab some of that for my kids and my wife. I think they'd really appreciate some of the swag stuff. Anybody want to walk with me?
I'll go with you, yeah. Let's do it.
Right.
That's over.
Where is counter for that? Oh, yeah, all right. Yeah.
It's over in the
Kara's
bottom
gonna
corner.
say hi to Lua and just sort of roll her eyes at you two getting swag because she's like, this is potentially compromising. I don't want to be seen in the pocket of others.
Yeah, that is part of what we have to do for sure. Is you know, we don't want to always advertise that we're going to be in the pocket of others.
You can tell that she's trying to like connect with you, but she has to work with vendors like every day and work with supplies. So you know she's
She's probably the one that got us the connections to Gold Vein and Ringworks.
yeah. I see that the three of you, Boom, Migo, and Cecil, have actually walked over to the game table.
Is that what that is? I don't know what's
swag
what.
table.
Where's the swag
We
table?
have no
at?
idea what we're doing.
The signage at this
swag-
party
where
is
is swag?
terrible.
The signage on Foundry is terrible, but good thing that your characters don't know that you're in a simulation.
Sorry,
Hey.
so
So-
Scar.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's fine. So the
We're
swag
not- we're-
table.
We're not even real.
Yeah.
But as you're walking over there, you do see this older woman who is standing there and it is like sitting and talking to 3 lovely individuals. And then as you walk up and maybe are not sure where to go, she's like,
Oh, do you want to guess the Mari Maro beans? You can win free Mari Maro beans for life.
All right, I'll try. What do I do?
Okay. So you see all these cylinders? Go ahead and guess how many beans are in the cylinders.
How many
And then-
cylinders do I see? I can't see any.
6. You see 6
And
cylinders.
each of them, I have to figure out how many beans are
no,
in each of
total.
these cylinders?
What
The fuck? Is she gonna do like a thing
How
where
big
they
is a
like,
Maro
you know,
bean
that
and
like
how big is a cylinder?
moving around and like, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the airspeed velocity
Are
of
they
a
gonna- am I
coconut
gonna get,
laden
like, a
swallow?
peak?
Like,
Give me either a perception check or let's see. I would say either wisdom or intelligence, whichever you
physical
want to go off
science
of.
or
You
engineering?
could do physical science, whichever you think is probably most apt for your character.
Well,
All
I
right,
rolled
they'll
a 3
try
on my
something.
die, so
Let me see.
I have a 7 in physical
No.
science.
Okay.
And Cecil starts to just kind of count the beans down on one.
You're like
cylinder.
actually counting the beans. Yeah.
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 And I think he loses track halfway through.
Love it. Love it.
Miko got a 17 on perception, so he looked pretty closely at the first 2 and got bored. It's like got a let's say you got 220.
Okay. Alrighty.
How tall is
220.
Migo?
Migo is 6'3".
So he bends like all the way down, just at the hip. Just
Yeah.
looks out
Yeah.
over the bed, steps out.
Amazing. And Kara, you are not going to check out the swag. Are you checking out the game?
I was going to check out the ancient weapons on auction.
Yeah. So you head over. You do see that there appears what we know to be a pistol that looks very similar to what we would have in our world. But it is on auction, listed as found at a planet in the vast. Yeah, pretty
Shoots
ancient
9mm.
technology.
Oh.
Yeah. And sorry, I'm blanking on your name. Boom. Were you going to get swag or?
Boom of all names.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. He's gonna like try to guess the beans.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Perception. Yeah, there we go.
What did you
All right.
get?
He rolls a 14. He pulled a Kevin. And
Pulled-
it's just a 14.
Pull the Kevin and
So
gets
I don't know
in.
what's going on.
Gets a 14. No, that's pretty good. You all feel pretty confident about your guesses. I'm sure that Cecil also feels pretty confident about their guesses.
So basically, there's no help, so I just have to randomly guess, is what you're saying? I'm going to guess 700.
Okay, you.
I have no
okay.
context for this.
No, it's
I can't
Yeah.
wait to find out if John actually has a number written down.
I know. Cecil
John,
plays
I
Price
have
is
an
Right.
8, a +8 in
Are they like
acrobatics.
jelly
If you let
beans?
me do a flip where I could see the beans, like, I'll do that to, like, give me, like, a tip.
do
right,
do a
fine.
flip to see how many beans are in the bottom because
Yeah,
you flip with
maybe.
it in your hands.
I flip the cups, and they're so fast they don't even know that they flip. That's how good my acrobatics are.
That's very good acrobatics. I am very impressed. Yeah. Okay, so I will say one thing. Sorry, I'm looking for something here. You all are, I guess, at that game table and also at the swag table, and Kara is looking over at all of the, at the gun and at some of the other relics and things that are at the auction. When there's a ding 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 of somebody tapping a glass, and thank you. Yeah, that's great. That's perfect. And there is a human who steps forward up, a human woman who steps forward up, maybe about halfway up the steps, and looks over at the person doing AV and just kind of gives them a knowing nod, and they, take down all the music, and there's just kind of a quiet in the room. And they say,
Excuse me, could I please have your attention?
and that's our game.
Stuff's about to go down.
Something's
About
about
tomorrow
to go
beats,
down.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
700.
Yeah, we need to know. We better get
Here
that
is the
answer.
answer to the Mari Maro bean.